guys, welcome back to the video. It's Deja and I is back with another video. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this topic because a lot of you guys who are interested in joining a Greek letter organization are either interested in doing it in undergrad, but a lot of you are trying to do it graduate level, you know? So with that being said, I wanted to just go into detail and talk about like undergraduate versus graduate chapters, the difference. Is it easy? Is it boring? How hard is it? Da 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 da. Okay, so yeah, but before I jump into the video, if you're new, go ahead, subscribe. If you're an OG, thank you so much for watching. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right into the video. Okay guys, so with undergraduate chapters, I feel like undergraduate chapters are like what most people look for in joining or like trying to join then. I know I was, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was first starting out in college, I wanted AKA to be a part of my undergraduate experience just because I wanted to. Okay, so if we're gonna be completely honest, right? So my high school, we had like, okay, y'all. Now, let me tell y'all know how bad I wanted to join AKA, but I'm not going to lie to you and be like my freshman year of college, I was thinking so like hardworking. I'm going to bring this and that to the organization. I was thinking in a clout mindset. Obviously, I wanted to do it because I loved how the women looked. I loved what they stood for, stuff like that. But also because I wanted that clout. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. And like, I mean, yeah, like a lot of people gonna be like, wow, so you're not doing it for the right reasons, da 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 da. That was like young mindset, you know what I'm saying? That was like before I could even think about joining, you know what I'm saying? Because the school that I was at did not have it. So like just young mindset, okay? Not now mindset, or when I first joined mindset, none of that mindset, but like way back mindset. I was joining because my school, like my old high school, would have like what was these things called? It was like a Thanksgiving reunion or whatever, where like all the people from the last classes would come back and talk to the now seniors of college. And it was a simple fact of just like wearing the letters, being represented or being seen as like a member of this illustrious organization, people wanting to, you know, like in a sense be me type of thing. Like it was so, the mindset that I had freshman year thinking about Greek life was very childish and was very clout-ish, if that is a word. And just because like I don't know, like I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. That's just how I felt about it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to step, I wanted to stroll, I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to have that experience, a part of my college career. You know what I'm saying? So undergraduate, I feel like a lot of people do that because of that aspect, because, you know, it is a lot of social events. Also, it's a lot of, you know, business and service events. So it's not just all social, but, you know, when it is social, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people want to do that for undergraduate because, you know, you do get that experience of everything. Now, with graduate chapters, from my experience, I wouldn't say it's boring. It's more service based. So you have chapters that are like some chapters stroll, some chapters do, you know, step shows, some chapters travel together and, you know, go to like different Greek picnics and stuff like that, and do social events also with the service and the business events. But I feel like the chapter that I'm interested in is very it's a lot of older women, so a lot of mature women who are about their business, which is also very beneficial for me, especially being a businesswoman and being an entrepreneur. I feel like that's going to help me meet the right people and connect and network, which I'm always down for. But yeah, I feel like graduate chapter, it is very hard to get into. Undergraduate chapter is hard to get into too, but I feel like with undergraduate, it's more of like Okay, well, we need the people because all of our members now are about to graduate, so we need like 85 girls. You know what I'm saying? No shade, but like we need like 50 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of people for undergraduate, it's a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit easier to get into. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but honey, I feel like it's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very easy to get into an undergraduate chapter, especially if the chapter is small. Now one of my sorors, she actually went to some school, and basically they have a line every fall and they only accept 4 girls. So that is like a limit. So for chapters like that for undergraduate, I feel like it's a little bit harder to get into, especially if they have like a number of people that I want to bring in. Now that can be for any amount of reasons. I didn't ask her like, oh, why do you guys only accept 4 girls? But chapters like my old undergraduate chapter, they accept as many people who want to join if you are qualified. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a number limit on that. It's a, are you qualified? Do we like you type of thing? Do we see you bringing something to our organization type of thing? So yeah, I feel like undergraduate chapter is a little bit easier unless you have like stipulations on them. Graduate chapter is very hard because you have to get invited to these events. You have to, you just have to really know people. I feel like it's not about what you know, it's about who you know when it comes to grad chapters. Luckily for me, the women that I'm potentially joining the graduate chapter for are members of my church. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like that's how I'm connected that way. And also with being an actual member, I can just transfer into a graduate chapter if they'll have me. Now I want you guys to understand, even if you are a member of whatever organization, you can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to transfer. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you have to meet those standards as well. And I didn't know that until I was going to go to Howard for graduate school, and I was reaching out to the graduate chapters out there for AKA, and it was hard. And then one of the ladies informed me that you basically had, like, I don't know how true this is, but you basically like had to live there. You had to be a full-time student for 1 semester in order to transfer into graduate chapter. So it was like a lot of stipulations for Howard. Obviously it is, because that's going to like, that's where the Alpha chapter was founded. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the, not the headquarters, because the headquarters is in Chicago, but that's where, you know, where it all started, in Minor Hall. But yeah, so I feel like that is the gist of graduate chapters. It is, to me, a little bit harder if you don't really know people. And like you're dealing with grown women. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with people who are, you know, a little bit seasoned, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with older grown petty people, in my opinion, especially because like I have one of my sorors, she actually joined a graduate chapter as soon as she graduated from college. So it was a little bit, it was like a culture shock for her almost, because she had a lot of diverse sorors that she was around, coming from an HBCU where it's all Black women that she was around. And then she also had a age difference. So a lot of the times when she was in meetings, she didn't feel like she could speak up. She could say these things. She could, you know, say what she would, you know, her opinion about certain things, because she is a young soror, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like the age difference and everything like that can be a big problem for people. But I feel like ultimately, like, I love to be around, you know, mature, grown women. Because I feel like they also teach you things, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like some petty things don't come off petty from older women when it's older women, because I feel like it's kind of like motherly advice sometimes. Now, sometimes, yeah, people be petty, but so far the what I've gotten out of everything, and what I've, you know, the advice that I've been given from older women that are AKA has been like bomb and has been helpful to me, minus the ones that's under these comments being rude, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yeah, that's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I'm not. So yeah, so I feel like undergraduate is a little bit easier as far as, and a little bit easier and a little bit funner as far as like just, you know, being in your young 20s, young teens, or not young teens, but late teens, in college, you know, just living that college dream. You know what I'm saying? Graduate chapter is a little more serious because it is based on a business. Obviously undergraduate is as well, but you have a little bit of cushion, a little bit of foundation from your university sometimes. With graduate chapters, it's just you. You know what I'm saying? It's just your graduate chapter. Unless you have like sponsors and people and stuff like that. So when it's time to get money, time to do these fundraisers, you have to come through because people are expecting you to do that. So yeah, and then a lot of you guys were asking me like, what do you ask people for like graduate advice? I mean, like how do you talk to graduate members? How do you not come out too strong? I would just say, you know, just be true to yourself, be yourself, and ask the questions that are necessary. I preach this all the time, you guys. I can say this every single time in my video. Talk to the members about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people love talking about themselves. And it's like, it's going to give you the opportunity to get to know them and make them feel like you want to know them and not just, oh, I want to join your organization, so blah, blah, blah. So when a lot of females come like and ask me and be like, hey, like, you know, like, I want to show my interest. What do I say? You show your interest by going to those events. You show your interest by asking the people, asking about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, what do you like to do? I feel like undergraduate is very easy to connect with a member in an organization. As far as graduate chapter, you have to be invited to those events. Some people are stuck in their way, so they don't really want to chat. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you can connect with somebody, connect with them first, get a friendship first, and then go and proceed to ask them about the organization. But if you ask them about the organization first and then you start talking about, oh, hey, so like, what's your favorite color? They're going to be like, wow, you just want to try to get to know me and be my friend now because you're interested in my organization. That's personally how I feel about it. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am. But just from personal, you know, experiences, when people came up to me and like asked me about my organization first and then started to be like, hey, you know, can we be friends? Can we, like, I'm like, no, we cannot, because you're only trying to be my friend because you feel like I can be your plug to get into this organization. And I can't, baby. I can't. Just can't. So yeah, so I feel like that's how I feel about undergraduate and graduate chapters. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment respectfully, and subscribe. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.